All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're doing more than just connecting two apps. We're actually building a powerful business asset. This is your blueprint for taking a simple Shopify and Omnisend connection and turning it into a high-performance retention engine for your business.
And this image, this says it all. On the left, you've got what most people have, the standard connection. It's a tangled mess, right? Syncs are delayed, triggers get missed. It's just not reliable. But on the right, that's our goal, a flawless integration. It's clean, direct, and delivers real-time automation and data you can actually count on. So what do we even mean by a flawless integration? Seriously, think of it like a perfectly tuned engine. Every single customer action, a click, an add to cart, a purchase, it's like a piston firing at the exact right time. Every automated email is a gear turning precisely when it should. That level of precision, that's what's going to power some real growth. So here's the blueprint, our game plan for today. We just talked about the difference between a simple connection and a real engine. Next up, we're going to lay the foundation. Then we'll activate the data engine, run it through a live stress test, and finally, we'll bring that new engine of yours fully online. Let's get to it.
Okay, section 2, laying the foundation. You know, it's just like building a house. You absolutely can't skip the groundwork. If you get this part right, everything else just falls into place. Before we even click install, we have to run some pre-flight checks. First, you've got to confirm the marketing opt-in at your Shopify checkout is turned on. This is totally non-negotiable for compliance. Second, make sure you're not running any other email apps that could clash with this and mess up your data. And third, just double-check that automation events are enabled inside Omnisend. Trust me, these 3 simple checks will prevent some massive headaches down the road. And now it's time for the core installation. It's a really straightforward 5-step process, all inside your Shopify admin. You just navigate to Apps, find Omnisend in the App Store, click Install, and now this is crucial. You have to approve all the permissions. The second you hit approve, Shopify starts handing over the data to Omnisend, and our engine, well, it starts to turn for the very first time. On to section 3, activating the data engine. So, if the installation was building the frame, this part is where we add the pistons and the fuel lines. This is all about tracking that priceless customer data. The moment that connection goes live, Omnisend immediately starts its initial sync. It pulls in 4 key types of data: all your customer records, your entire product catalog, all your past order history, and of course, the core events that make everything tick. This is basically the high-octane fuel that your new retention engine is going to run on. You know, these browser tracking scripts are absolutely essential for capturing what customers are doing in real time. And here's a pro tip for you. You might see a warning banner pop up inside Omnisend. Think of that as your engine's check light. Do not ignore it. It's the very first sign that something under the hood needs a little attention.
Okay, let's talk about another core component, Shopify tags. The best way to think about tags is like smart labels that you can stick on customers based on what they do or what they buy. They flow right from Shopify into Omnisend, which lets you build these unbelievably specific campaigns. You have to protect this data flow, because if some other app starts messing with your tags, your targeting becomes completely useless.
All right, the blueprint is assembled. Time for section 4, the live stress test. We're moving from just theory to actual confirmation. It's time to turn the key, fire it up, and run some diagnostics to make sure this engine can perform under pressure.
Our first diagnostic is on the abandoned checkout flow. This is often the highest ROI automation you've got, but its success relies entirely on a perfect setup. So we've got a simple 3-point check. You need to double check that the marketing opt-in is enabled in Shopify's checkout settings and that the Omnisend script is active. If these aren't right, you're literally just leaving money on the table. Inside Omnisend, this dashboard right here is your mission control. It shows you the status of every single key customer event, from when a subscriber is created to when they add something to their cart. And your goal is simple. We want all green lights. You want to see an active status for every single one of these events. If anything shows as inactive, you hit that Sync Store button right away. Now, to confirm those green lights are for real, we're going to run a 4-part testing protocol. You yourself are going to go to your own store and act like a customer. View a product, add it to your cart, start the checkout process, and then place a full test order. Honestly, this is the only way to be 100% sure the data engine is capturing every single critical interaction from start to finish. Of course, sometimes things go wrong. So think of this not as an FAQ, but as your troubleshooter's field guide. For example, if your viewed product event isn't tracking, it's probably a script installation error. The quick fix? Reinstall the scripts. Or maybe your tags aren't syncing? Well, another app is likely getting in the way. The solution? Run a manual sync. This is real, actionable intel to get you out of a jam fast.
So, we've built it, we've tested it, and we've debugged the system. Now for our final section. Your engine is online. This is the last step, the final certification before you go live.
Let's run through this final certification. We confirm the Omnisend app is installed correctly? Check. All tracking scripts are active? Check. Key events are confirmed in live view? Historical data sync is complete. Tags are syncing without any conflicts, and all of our live test actions showed up correctly. When every single item on this list has a check mark, your integration isn't just complete, it's flawless.
And there you have it. You have successfully executed the blueprint. Your retention engine is officially online, ready to start powering your marketing with reliable, real-time data.
Which brings us to the final, and really the most important question. Your engine is built, it's tested, and it's online. Now, what are you going to build with it? The possibilities are pretty much wide open.